Exciting news here. We got a ride. We got a ride in, so got a hitch. Guy named Mark was doing the concessions. So we are not losing a day and wasting a bunch. We probably hiked, I guess probably hiked about 6 miles, 6 or 7 miles in, and then got the ride. So it's only like 10 o'clock, so we will be heading north now. We got the 37 miles out of the way quickly. It's so nice that this we got a ride. So excited to start heading north. We're actually a little bit further south, and we're actually going to be on part of the trail that was actually closed. I will show you the sign when we get to it of where it's actually says it's closed, but we're going to go ahead and hike this little section here. It's like a mile to get to where the closure was. So we're actually sneaking on the trail. So we will catch you as we get closer to the actual opening part of the trail. This is the North Rim entrance right here. And we got so lucky to find, when I say we, Karen, the hiker that was hiking with us, that I caught about a couple days ago, she's been still with us here. So my wife took her over to Jacob Lake yesterday as well. And if you're driving through the reservation, be careful. Lady pulled out in front of us and we came within 3 feet of hitting her. So just keep that in mind if you're ever coming over this way and you go through the Indian reservation. Be very careful. There's crazy drivers. Another one was doing a passing lane and stayed in the passing lane. My wife had to slow down all the way to 30 miles an hour in order to let the guy pass. So we'll see you when we get to the closure part. Okay, we're back on trail again. We're actually on a piece of the closed trail. We snuck on it. So a lot harder to sneak on it down at the bottom of the canyon, but up here, they're not monitoring it. So we snuck on a little bit earlier than the actual closure. So we will show you the sign when we get to it. So we'll be coming up to a sign that's going to say it's closed coming from the other way. But we're heading north now. And we got lucky, like I said, Mark picked us up. It's after, I think I went like 7 miles, and Karen, the hiker I'm with, she went about 10 before we got rides. So we're going to end up getting into Jacob Lake tomorrow, which is a day sooner. And then, so we'll be finishing the trail up on Monday. I'm taking a day off on Saturday, and then Sunday, Monday. So May 4th is the new, that was my original target date to finish, and then it got messed up because of this thinking that we were going to have to kill 2 days of hiking. We'll catch you on the sign there. So we were 9139 feet. So we're at the highest point in the Arizona Trail. I had told you about a few days ago that when we were at 9,000, when we were at the base of Humphreys Peak there, that we were at the highest point that I thought we were going to be at. Well, this is actually, since we snuck on the trail early, we actually did be able to get to the highest point on the trail. So that's very cool that we were able to do that, especially since I wasn't able to show you the falls. At least I'm showing you the highest point of the trail. That still bugs me that I wasn't able to get over there. But we'll catch you again on the closures coming up. 95 steps up here, Karen?
Yes.
95?
95.
So this is the Grand Canyon North Rim lookout, but it doesn't, it's too far away. There's not really, I see a helicopter flying around. Probably taking people in or out of there. It is chilly up here. You can actually still see Mount Humphreys way out there. Still remember, always remember camping at the base of that. It was freezing. Gee. It's windy up here. Okay, this is like an old bunkhouse or something in here. Oof. Some of the floorboards are, I can't even get in here. I can't fit in here with my pack. See if I can show you on this side here. Whoops. like an old, kind of, probably all lead-based paint and everything in here. I'm not gonna go in. Asbestos. Okay, we're coming up on the closure here, so we ended up getting about 2.5 to 3 miles more of the trail by sneaking on there. So if you remember the closure at Ribbon Falls, so here's the other end of it. So I make sure I don't trip over the barbed wire here. They don't really have a sign, they just have it ribboned off. Grand Canyon National Park, look out, we were just there. All right, so we were back on trail. Well, we've been on trail, but back to the allowable trail. Here we go. Highway 89A is the pickup point for us, so we're actually going to be back in town tomorrow. We're thinking we're not going to, so that's very cool. The Kaibab Plateau Trail. So we're going to do about another 10 miles today, and then we'll have, about 12, well, about 24 tomorrow. So that's what we're going to do, because Karen already did 10, and I did 7, so we'll go another 12 or so from here. So I saw that Eric hiker that I saw at Roosevelt Lake, and then I saw him in the wash the one night it rained, and then he was going by with another hiker from Germany, and Eric, and then we saw him again at Roosevelt Lake. I gave him some of my food, a couple of things that I had extra, and some other items. And I just saw him this morning when I was coming in before he got the hitch. He was coming south on the road. He actually came up that north rim, a different way though. I guess there's another way you could go up that's not closed, but it's, it's more primitive. I mean, it's not as, he said it was a little bit scary in places because it wasn't really that maintained very well, because it's not for the general public. It's just a trail for like the rafters and the folks, some of the other people know about it. But so he came up that north rim. Pretty awesome. But see this burned out section here. Boy, that's sad. Beautiful, beautiful trees and stuff. I guess it's part of nature, but it's sad. It's such a beautiful area here. Little meadow and stuff. Like we're coming away from the burned out section here. Fire definitely did some damage here. So climbing out of the canyon yesterday wasn't bad at all. I actually got back up that canyon in 4 hours, which took 3.5 to get down. It only took a half an hour longer to go up that thing. I was moving, but it's also the trail's maintained so well. It's not like these other trails way outside of the national park and stuff, where you're doing that same 5,000 foot climb on an unmaintained trail. A lot harder. The Grand Canyon, since they got general public going up there, it wasn't bad. 4 hours. I thought it was going to take 6 to get up that thing. So my legs must really be a lot stronger than before. But this fire is something else. Look at this. This damage. Jeez. A lot of trees. All the way up that hill way out there. Oh my gosh. Man, oh man. Didn't realize. You see this You see, you read about this and everything, this fire and everything. You don't think until you get out here, and you see it. It's like, wow, devastating amount of area. Yeah, I think so.
I'm so glad I didn't miss this part.
Oh, I know.
Are you
Yeah.
doing your thing?
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, isn't that cool?
Is that a table? What's a table doing
I know. That's what I'm going to film. I was going to film us. It's a shame it wasn't at our break time. It's a shame it wasn't at our break spot. Picnic table in the middle of nowhere. It must be a campground or something.
Gotcha.
Got to be a campground, something. Yeah,
Oh, this is close to a trailhead.
yeah,
Okay, that's why.
yeah. It makes sense.
Isn't that a road?
Yeah, that's pretty awesome out there. Yeah, you could see more of the canyon, like cutting through there, where the river would be. One and a half miles to camp here. It's going to be a total of 23 miles for me. I hiked 7 miles in the point that didn't count, and then I got picked up after 7 miles, and then we're going to go 15. So is that 22 miles today? That's not too bad. So we'll check with you when I get to camp here. It's gonna be cold again tonight. I think it's 8,700 feet is where we're camping at. So it'll be chilly. One more chilly night, and we start dropping down below that 8,000 foot mark. Alrighty, made it to camp, got the tent set up, having dinner with my hiking partner Karen, and got to camp about 4:30-ish, and we have 24 miles tomorrow, so we should get back to Jacob Lake by 3 or 4. So we got a little bit of climbing tomorrow, like somewhere close to 2,000 feet, so be a lot of ups and downs. And I know the scenery was kind of interesting today, coming into that open area where it looked like a little piece of the Grand Canyon was left, which is nice. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll catch you guys in the morning early. Always motivated to get to town in that hot shower, as you guys know. Have a good night.